In 1986, on June 11th, a movie produced and directed by John Hughes, put out by Paramount Pictures, it's Ferris Bueller's Day Off. And this here, ladies and gentlemen, is Ferris Bueller's house. Now this house is supposed to be set in Chicago, but it's actually right here in Long Beach, California. So if you're ever trying to look for this house over in Chicago, well, you're in the wrong spot. Now, Ferris Bueller was played by Matthew Broderick, and his character was notoriously known to have an uncanny skill in cutting class. And in this up-and-coming scene, you get a little bit of taste on how he does that.
He doesn't have a fever, but he says his stomach hurts and he's seeing spots.
I'm fine. I get up.
No.
I have a test today.
No.
And even though the movie is based around Ferris Bueller, this is one of those movies for me that the supporting actors are the more interesting ones to me. And possibly my favorite character in the whole movie is Ed Rooney, who is perfectly played by Jeffrey Jones. And Ed Rooney is the principal of Ferris Bueller's school. And he knows that Ferris Bueller is up to his same usual no good cutting class. He's on to him. And this time he's determined to catch him. This is actually where a lot of the fun stuff happens with Ed Rooney. There's just so many funny moments in front of this house. I would say it's probably some of my favorite moments happen right here. Now, without giving away too much of the movie, this is the area where Principal Ed Rooney finally thinks he's going to get one up on Bueller. And this is where he gets kicked in the face multiple times. Gets mauled by a dog a couple of times. And I believe gets his car towed. And you see that scene happens right across the street from the house. He parks his car and they tow his car down the road. Now it looks a little bit different from the movie just because there used to be a lot more shrubbery around the house. And so it looks like they may have cut away a lot of the shrubbery, but overall, the house looks the same. And it's very noticeable, as you can see in the movie several times. You see these pillars. There's a nice little scene that happens right over here with the intercom with Ferris Bueller and Ed Rooney. Also, there's another scene where the principal takes the flowers that a flower delivery dropped off here, takes it over here and knocks the dog out that attacked him earlier. Now there is one other filming location here in Long Beach, and we're gonna go to that right now. Bop, bop, chicka-chow. So not even a few blocks, maybe even just a half a block down the road at a park here in Long Beach. There's a park called Los Cerritos Park. Now this park was used for Ed Rooney's walk of shame, we'll call it. It's pretty much at the end of the movie, before the end credits roll, Ed Rooney walks down this very sidewalk, and as he's walking down the sidewalk, a school bus from his school pulls up. The bus driver pulls up and says, "Hey, Mr. Rooney, what's going on?" Now, right around in this area is right where the bus stops and talks to Principal Ed Rooney. And Ed Rooney reluctantly gets on the bus. As he's walking on the bus to find a seat, you see the surprised look, because at this point Ed Rooney is messed up. He's been mauled by a dog, he's been kicked in the face, his car got towed, so all this stuff has happened to him, and he gets on the bus looking like a wreck in front of all these students, embarrassed, feeling shamed, has to find a seat, finally finds a seat, sits by a student, and throughout the show you have Save Ferris, because Ferris is sick. Ferris Bueller is sick, supposedly sick. He's not sick. And on her binder, that the kid that he sits by, on her binder says, Save Ferris. And I believe these houses, at least this one here, is the house in the background as a school bus pulls up, just like that truck just pulled up. But for a brief moment, you see this house in the background.
Hey, Mr. Rooney.
What? Shh, I'm not Mr. Rooney. No, you're mistaken. No. Shh. Now, if you're interested in filming location, I have several other filming location videos out. If you want to see that, please click this video over here. I think if you liked this video here, you're also gonna like that one there. And also, please don't forget to subscribe. All right, guys, until the next video.